Indianapolis, Indiana made it through several career milestones And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Don Ridler Field House here on the campus of Lawrence Tech University as the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils welcome the Northwestern Ohio Racers for a Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Contest right here on the LTU Sports Network. I'm Alex Johnson, along with my partner here today, Fred Perry. And Fred, the Blue Devils look to pick up a win here on Senior Day against a Racers team they defeated in Lima, Ohio 2 months ago.
Yes, Alex. And in that game, it was a very defensive battle. The score was 56-43, and there was a big third quarter that led the Blue Devils to that victory when they scored 20 points and only held the Racers to only 11 in that time frame. Fisher, who probably had her lowest score on the season, only had 10 points, led the team in that game, and so I'm excited to see what we're going to do here today.
Yeah, on Senior Day today, she was recognized before the game. Has done a great job over the course of her time in an LTU uniform. So many accolades to talk about. Looking to cap it off here with a win on her Senior Day here today.
Yes, it is Senior Day today, and we're celebrating the great career of Kendall Fisher. And obviously she want to go out with a bang and try to take this team to the championship in the WAC. And we're going to see how that goes and see where we lead.
Looking at it here today, the Blue Devils coming in 11-14 overall, 7-8 in WAC play. Took a tough loss on the road against Rochester Wednesday night. The Racers coming in 3-12 on the season, 1-9 in conference play. They took a loss to Lourdes down in Lima, Ohio, 65-50 on Wednesday night. Right now, the Blue Devils sitting at right now at the 6th spot in the conference. UNOH just at the 10th spot, just a half a game above Cornerstone. So both teams have a lot to play for here in the final few weeks of the season. About to get underway for the tip-off. Julia Huey will be tipping it off for the Blue Devils, and for the Racers, the 6'2" junior forward, Amy Sumar, will jump it up for the Racers, and we are underway, and UNOH wins the tip. And quickly on the break, a missed layup. Had a lot of time on that one by Murata Crespo. Just off the tip, went to the Races. Now the Blue Devils take control here. Moving it around the horn. Out to the
Great ball movement by the Blue Devils right now.
Ferris in trouble, 6 to shoot. Gets it out to Kylie Beatty. Sumar with heavy defense with a 3 by Julia Huey goes in and out just as the shot clock was about to expire.
Yeah, it was great defense by the Racers, making the Blue Devils pass the ball around, not trying to get that open shot.
Here comes the junior guard, Aaron Scott. Looks it over to Crespo. Going down low to Sumar, posting up on Jade Ferris, 10 to shoot. We're 1 minute into this contest. Going down low with the post move, that time, Gemma Ruiz Garcia, the senior forward, going down on the ball. On the rebound was Rania Orpo. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Blue Devil possession. Blue Devils looking to get on the board first. Beatty out to Fisher. Trying to get a post up for Jade Ferris, but gets taken away by Garcia. Come the Racers the other way. Aaron Scott has it, got deflected out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be off the Blue Devils. Scott, the 5'6" junior guard out of New Knoxville, Ohio. Season high 16 points in her last game against Lourdes. She takes it to the basket, missed it. On the layup, gets it back. Going out for a 3 in the wing is good by the senior guard, Rania Orpo from deep. Shoots about 34% from that part of the court. And the Racers strike first.
Orpo averages about 5 points a game, and she has 3 right there.
Julia Huey tries to answer back from the top of the key. On off the top of the rim, goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Blue Devils underneath. 7:53 to go here in the opening quarter. Huey from the baseline, out to Fisher.
She had an open shot there. Surprised she didn't take it.
And she decides what she wanted to do. She gets it back, down low to Ferris. Got a hand in there by Garcia, but she's called for a foul. And Jade Ferris will go to the line. Junior forward out of Perrysburg, Ohio, will step to the stripe.
And the Racers, they're a good defensive team, only allowing 59 points per game. But the only problem is that they normally don't score above that mark.
And that's been a problem for the Racers, only scoring under 50 points per game as Ferris is at the line. Able to knock down both. The 71% free throw shooter cuts the UNO lead to 1. Looking to bounce back after a 2-point and 3-rebound performance against Rochester. Has done really well underneath. Going down low to Aaron Scott was a good pass by Sumar. Had a little bit too much on it. Blue Devils in transition. Fisher kicks it out to Beatty in the corner for 3 and knocks it down.
And Beatty has really come alive this whole season. Seems like every game she's improved, Alex.
A good vision there by Kendall Fisher to kick it out to the corner to Beatty to drill in the 3. Blue Devils up 2 now. Sumar throws it right to Jade Ferris. Blue Devils going on the break again. Ferris kicks it out to Beatty. It looks like a reach-in call on Orpo.
They tried to get Beatty in that corner 3 again. The Racers did a good job of covering it at that time.
Trying to learn from that mistake by not leaving a good shooter open like Beatty in the corner. Out to Julia Huey. Down low to Gracie Mitchell, who just checked into the contest and gets her first 2 points on her first shot attempt. Seven of 3 in favor of your Blue Devils. Going up to the basket, that time the junior forward Maddie Downing out of New Madison, Ohio, will step to the line now after she draws a foul on Julia Huey. Able to get the first free throw to go down.
And the Racers only had 8 attempts. They made 7, but they didn't really get to the line in that first matchup.
Downing able to get both of them there, averaging about 6 points and 4 rebounds a contest. Substitution here for the Racers. They only had 8 free throws in the last game against the Blue Devils, compared to 28 for LTU in the last game. Eddie Nagel into the contest for LTU. Fisher has it from Mitchell. Mid-range shot is good, gonna call it a 2.
And the senior with her first 2 points, trying to get it started early.
9-5 in favor of your Blue Devils. 6 minutes left here in the first. Crespo on the wing, being guarded by Nagel. Gets a screen by Kalia Cruiser. Orpo taking it to the basket, trying to underhand that shot, and will go to the line with some contact.
And the Racers, they're doing a good job so far of drawing contact and trying to get these easy points, knowing that the Blue Devils have a stifling defense.
They struggled in the first half against Lords on Wednesday night. They were looking to come back. They made it interesting down the stretch, but time was against them and time ran out. Looking to respond from that. They shot well, 44% from the field. able to capitalize on the opportunities at the line as she makes both to make it a 2-point Blue Devil lead. Maggie Lawn into the contest, kicks it out to Kendall Fisher. Had a little bit too much on that three. Goes out of bounds to the Racers.
Yeah, a little bit too much on that three. She kind of overshot that one.
5:15 to go here in the first. Fisher almost took it away from Scott on that pass by Orpo.
And there goes the leadership from Fisher showing off right there. You make a mistake on the offensive end, way to make it up on the defensive end. I'm almost getting that steal right there.
She's the leader on the floor, averaging almost 3 steals a contest. Going out to Morgan Hughes at the top of the key. Now to Orpo, 5 to shoot. And she's going to be called. I think there's going to be a foul on the Blue Devils with 4 on the shot clock. It's going to force a shot clock reset. Blue Devils are doing really well on that possession. Dominique Evans comes back in. I'm talking with Coach Haugen. She has done really well coming in. Always crashing the boards. Always been an X factor for this team. Orpo slipped herself on the floor. It's taken away by Fisher and forces a Racer foul. It's the 3rd team foul. It's going to be the 2nd on Orpo.
Orpo slipped on that last possession. Made her lose control of the ball. She passes it right to Fisher.
Blue Devils up 2. Nagel taking it to the basket. Up and in, and she draws a foul.
And Nagel, she's also a big, big part of this Blue Devils bench. She comes up with plenty great points for these Blue Devils.
Had a good game last Saturday against Lords. 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals for the sophomore guard out of Ellsworth, Michigan. Missed one off the side of the rim to complete the 3-point play. But the Blue Devils are up 11-7 now. Downing, and you get down low to Cruiser. Lost it on that pass as that went into the stands. Crespo.
And another thing the Blue Devils did in the last matchup, they capitalized on the Racers' mistakes. They scored 19 points off of 18 of the Raiders' turnovers in that last matchup.
They had 24 turnovers in the game against Lords. Something they wanted to improve on coming into this contest. 10 on the shot clock. Fisher looking for Mitchell. Long trying to get it underneath. Loose ball, going to be called a jump ball, and it's going to go to Uno.
Mitchell was open, but Fisher just kind of missed that pass right there.
Huey and Beatty come back in for LTU. Sumar comes in for the Racers. McGee now has it. Tamara McGee, the senior out of Chicago. Looking to get it back to her from Downing, but a kickball is called. Put 20 on the shot clock. Ferris comes back in. Well, the Blue Devils went 1-2 on the past road trip. They took a tough loss to Concordia on the 19th and Rochester on Wednesday. They did pick up a win in Sylvania, Ohio against Lords. As that three is good in the corner by Aaron Scott. Quickly down the floor, the Blue Devils. The Racers just had to foul. Julia Huey is going to get an easy one underneath the basket.
Huey. She's also a big part of this team, the junior.
The junior out of Fort Wayne. An 18-point performance. Went 6 from 9 from behind the long line against Lourdes. She goes 1 of 2 there. She's known as a knockdown shooter by Coach Howergan. And going down low to Cruiser from Crespo. Beatty tried to deflect that pass away, but got contact. That's her first foul. Team's 4th of the quarter. 3:05 to go here in the first. Scott underneath. He's out to the top of the key to Crespo. 15 to shoot. Scott has it. Gonna put one up off the rim. Ball's loose. Evans down on the floor and draws a foul on the rebound.
Nice rebound by Evans, grabbing him with the one arm.
She got hurt on the play. She's down on the ground. Hopefully she's all right. Coach Howergan's gonna take a look at her right now, and she's always going after on those rebounds, on those 50-50 chances. She's always the first one in there to crash the boards. And that's something that Coach Howergan really likes about her. Coming in, she had limited action in her freshman year due to an injury, unfortunately, but able to come back out here on the floor and make an impact and able to contribute and play really heavy minutes for this team.
Yes, Evans is, like you said, a rebounding machine. Right there, she grabbed it with one arm. Unfortunately, she kind of down on the play. Don't want to speculate anything, but hopefully she's all right.
Yeah, she took that rebound out of the hands of the 6'2" forward, Amy Sumar.
And she's getting up.
Hopefully she's all right. She's trying to get up on her own power here. Hopefully she's all right. 2:48 to go here in this first quarter of play. The score is 12-10 in favor of your Blue Devils. They're on the senior day for Kendall Fisher. Addie Nagel will shoot the free throws for Evans. As the Racers are in the penalty, that foul, they're going to call it on Crespo. That's her first.
And Nagel shoots 71% for the free throw line, so.
They're making those free throws. The Blue Devils are back up 4. Scott over to Sumar. Out in the corner to Cruiser. Cruiser moving around here. 13 on the shot clock. Sumar down low on Huey. Post move shot off. Rebound picked up by Fisher. Moving down the floor really quickly. But pass to Ferris. Kicks it back out, resetting the offense. They got 20 to work with. Nagel out to Fisher. Fisher deciding what she wants to do. 10 to shoot. Beatty to Huey. Back out to Fisher for 3 at the top of the key. One goes out of bounds.
I know Fisher looked surprised that it was off. She held the post like it was going to go in. And she's 0 for 2 from downtown so far to begin this game.
Racers Get it across the timeline. Downing's pass too far for Crespo to get, and too high. As it's another turnover for the Racers. Blue Devils have another opportunity to capitalize on it. Fisher in the corner.
And again, the Blue Devils keeping the ball moving around, not just keeping it in one spot.
Fisher was looking for Ferris, but handed there by McGee, took it away. Crespo, down low to Cruiser. McGee at the free throw line. Took a step before she dribbled. It's gonna go back to LTU. Turnover number 5 for UNO.
And that's exactly what the coach was trying to avoid here, Alex. The Blue Devils, as I said last time, they scored 18 points on 19 turnovers of these Racers. It's something they got to clean up.
In the final minute of this first quarter, Beatty out to Huey. And down, and they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Julia Huey. That's her second.
That was kind of a 50-50 play there. But the ref decided to call on the offense.
Yeah, it's always a difficult call to make if the defender was in position. But you got to move on to the next play. Got to be careful of that, not to pick up a third before half. Scott, 4-3, rolls in. Able to get that one to go for her second three-pointer of the game. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nagel out to Maggie Long from the top of the key and looks to respond, and she does.
And Long, who's what Coach Hiram is trying to see what Fisher is trying to become. And who knows, maybe 4 years from now she'll have her own senior day here. But what is to say for
as that was missed by Scott at the buzzer. And the Blue Devils lead 17-13 after one. Good showing here to start by the Blue Devils. Look to build on this lead here in the second, Fred.
Blue Devils right now shooting 50% from the field, while the Racers are shooting 30%, although the Racers are still staying in it by making all 3 of their threes so far. But again, them turnovers, 5 to the Blue Devils 3, they gotta have to minimize that. They want to try to make this a ball game.
Yeah, that was a story that we mentioned throughout the broadcast, is keeping the turnovers low will be a difference maker on who wins this game. And looking at what we talked about here is both sides talking earlier before the second quarter begins. They know they got a lot to play for in the final few weeks of the regular season. The Racers looking to get into the conference tournament. This is a must-win game for them. The Blue Devils, they're looking to go up more in the standings. The few games left they have on their schedule. So a lot to play for both of these teams.
Yes, it is. As you said, the WAC are very, very competitive this year, and the Blue Devils are trying to stay in this race. As far as the individual stats, we got Scott is leading the way for both teams with 6 points, and Nagel is leading the way for the Blue Devils with 4. Fisher right now is 1 for 3 with only 2 points, 0 for 2 from the three-point line.
They get the ball first to start the second. Mitchell, Nagel, Long, Beatty, and Fisher on the floor for your Blue Devils to start. Fisher down low to Beatty, on McGee, steps back, looking for Nagel, got deflected out of bounds by Kalia Cruiser, the 5'10" guard out of Madison, Wisconsin. Very talented player for this Racer squad. 5 to shoot. Long. They got to put up a shot here. Out to Fisher. Puts one up. Off the rim. And on the rebound, they're going to call a travel on McGee. So it's going to be Blue Devil ball. It touched the rim. So it would not have been a shot clock violation.
Pretty tough break for the Racers after the stifling D, the traveling violation call. Nice shot made for Beatty.
Yeah, fadeaway shot, the 360 move. She gets her second basket to go.
Now she leads the team with 5 points.
Here comes Scott. Going to Cruiser on Fisher. Crossbow with 3 to shoot. Looks like it got deflected there by Long. Puts it back up, was Downing. Couldn't get that shot to go.
Taking command.
Beatty to Long. Blue Devils moving it around. 12 to shoot. Long for Long 3, and she hits it.
And that's 2 for 2 for Long.
That was way behind the long line and able to drill it down, forcing a timeout by the Racers. The largest lead for LTU now is 9 with 8:26 to go in the half.
And Alex, that's makes the 3 for 8. As for the three-point line, that's 37%. And man, like I said, Long off the bench, this has been a sensational for this Blue Devils team.
She's been done really well coming off the bench. On a bright spot for Coach Howergan's team. Coming in a 30% three-point shooter, but knocking down both of her threes. Making an impact coming off the bench. She provides a spark off the bench. I talked with Coach Howergan a few weeks ago about that and what she brings to the table. And shoots at a very high efficiency. We'll see what the Racers do coming off the timeout. Led by Coach Andre Smith in his first season for the Racers. Looking to help this program get to the conference tournament. Going down low to Downey, lays it up, lays it in off the glass. Something they needed off the timeout. 22 to 15, the Blue Devils lead. Mitchell decides to go down low, kicks it out to Long for 3 again. This time it's missed.
Couldn't go 3 for 3, unfortunately, but that was a good shot attempt. It's unfortunately a little bit too short.
You had to take it. She was wide open.
As the Racers start their offensive possession.
Scott to Downing, down low to Crespo. Nice move, going down low to McGee. It was a great setup by Scott. Showing that leadership as a junior. Looking for a cutting McGee. And able to get an easy basket.
That was a great spin move, so it allowed the defender to come up, think she's going to take a layup and pass to her big girl in the paint.
Fisher from the wing, off. Beatty picks up the rebound, but gets taken away by Scott. Deflected it out, she steps out of bounds, Blue Devil basketball.
And that's that never quit attitude that Coach Howergan loved from Beatty right there. Never stopped. She could have stopped playing, gave her an easy fast break point, but she kept going.
Those are the hustle plays that you don't see in the stat column. Not giving up on the play. Long. Out to Kylie Beatty, open in the wing. She's going to take it. That one missed off the rim. Another offensive board for the Blue Devils by Mitchell.
Mitchell probably could have made a better pass there. The Racers kind of read that easily.
Scott taking it to the basket, but they're going to say the foul was before the shot attempt. Gemma Ruiz Garcia, the 6'3" senior forward, checks in for Uno. Ferris comes back in for Mitchell. You like the hustle plays that the Blue Devils have done so far. Always crashing the boards and force a turnover. It's another mistake by the Racers. Dominique Evans is back in. It's a good sign that she's back out on the floor and okay. Ferris got it tipped. It's going to stay with LTU. Sideline out. 6:08 to go here in this first half. They got 13 on the shot clock to work with. They're up 22-17. Morgan Hughes, 5'8" senior guard out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, checks in. Gets a screen by Ferris for Fisher. Going out to Maggie Long for three and drills it. 3 for 4 from behind the long line.
And that's 9 points for her coming off the bench. And has LTU needed those.
Downing. Evans putting a lot of pressure. Hughes open, trying to answer back, rolls in and out.
That was a good look. And sometimes you get unlucky with the rim.
Long again, this time short off the rim.
And they're going to keep leaving her open. She's just going to keep taking them.
Another timeout by Coach Andre Smith of the Racers with 5:27 to go in the half. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. 25-17, LTU in control of this game.
The Blue Devils so far have done a playing inside out. The Racers have been getting late to their rotations, which is causing the wide open threes as we've seen so far, although the Blue Devils only made 4 or 12 so far.
It's been the story so far. The Blue Devils shooting 8 of 18 from the field compared to the Racers 5 of 15. That's something they want to change here. In their last game against Lords, they were down by 19 heading into the locker room. And to be able to split the season series with LTU, that's what their mind is thinking right now. As Orpo gives it right to Fisher.
Coach Smith did not.
Going low to Beatty, a lot of contact, but she's going to go to the line.
Coach Smith did not want to see that coming out of timeout. I mean, Fisher just literally just took it as a Christmas present and just took it all the way. Draws a foul. And 2 for Beatty.
Beatty had a great game Wednesday night out at Rochester with a double-double, 16 points and 10 boards. Also got 4 takeaways as well. She can guard anyone, according to Coach Grace Howerton, and has that spark and that mid-range that she likes. A very good leader on this team. She's one of the many juniors on this squad.
And Fisher with another steal.
Taking it to the rim, kicks it out to Long, gonna pull up for 3, you bet!
And that's 4 of 6. I think Long said, I'm just gonna stay with my name and shoot the long ball today.
29-17, the lead for the Blue Devils, their largest right now. Coach Howerton's gonna take a timeout this time, just to keep everyone in control. Because it's a good timeout, just to hydrate yourself, just calm down a bit. So a lot of time left here in this first half, but you like what her team is showing here right now. forcing takeaways and capitalizing on them as well.
Yes, definitely capitalizing on them. And it's, like I said, reminiscent of the first game where the Racers, they made too many mistakes, and the Blue Devils ultimately just capitalized on them. And right now, instead of the 2 ball, which was kind of what they were beating them in the first game, it's a long ball right now.
It's been the story so far. 4 of 6.
Keep your mic.
Oh. 4 of 6 for 3 for Maggie Long. 5 of 14 overall for the Blue Devils in that department. Foul called on LTU, the reach. It's going to be on Long. That's only her first foul. The pass to Scott. She's been a bright spot for the Racers here. She picks up her 8th point on the game. Long again. Missed it that time.
And I think she's trying to go for the record today, Alex. It's not 7 threes she took in this first half.
Cruiser. It's around here. Down low to Sumar. 3 and 38 to shoot. Going into the basket was Scott. Evans with the rebound. Jump ball will stay with LTU.
And Evans,
She's picking up where she left off.
saying that previous injury didn't affect her rebounding. And she's still not scared to go pick up the tough boards.
Evans trying to get some room from Beatty with a screen. Going to take it up and in.
I mean, Evans seen it, she called it, and she took it.
31-19. Brenna Bartlett, the freshman guard at 5'8" out of Standish, Michigan. Be called for a foul for a reach in that time. Able to come in here at this point in the game. Still 2:50 to go in this first half. Downing. Back to a pass to Garcia cutting in. Cuts the lead to 10. Bartlett gives it out to Beatty. Now to Fisher. Beatty kicks it out to the corner to Bartlett for 3. Off the top of the rim. Two and 15 to go before halftime. Addie Nagel will come in a second. Fisher was almost getting a steal, no whistle there. Beatty trying to take it out of Down's hands. 6 to shoot.
I mean, Fisher, she's on the ball tonight. Putting it all on the line for senior day.
And see what the official called here. Fisher's going over to the bench. .157 to go. There was 6 on the shot clock. And looks like there was a technical foul called. Trying to see who that was on. So Scott will shoot the technical foul free throws. Able to make both.
I'm not really sure what happened there to get the technical foul, Alex.
Trying to figure out who got the technical. Sometimes it could be a bench technical foul. UNO keeps possession with a new shot clock, and they're going to go to the line for 2 more free throws. Matting Downing.
And you see the Racers trying to use that size to get some easy points before this first half is over with.
And they have the height advantage. That's something that Coach Howard talked about with me. They might be a little bit taller. We have the plan to out-rebound them and force mistakes.
Downing, who scores 6 points a night for the Racers, was only a 58% free throw shooter, but she made both right there.
Also the point, just trying to stay disciplined. It's something that's also really key here. Just don't let this game slip away. Nagel lost it out of bounds. Trying to keep it in bounds and went out of bounds to the bench of the Racers.
That's a couple of easy passes today that Fisher has kind of miscalculated.
Also just trying to just take self-accountability of your mistakes and move on to the next play. As the lead's back down to 6 for the Blue Devils, the Racers trying to make it a 1-possession game before halftime. Scott going for a mid-range shot to Downing, off, Long with the rebound. Foul on Crespo for reaching in. Julia Huey will come back in. 56.4 to play. That was Crespo's second foul.
Beatty, Long, Fisher, these little guys always seem to know how to get the rebounds.
Be a huge possession here for the Blue Devils. Fisher, long pass to Nagel. And they're going to call an offensive foul as Cruiser goes down to the ground.
Wow, another close play, but she kind of was set right there. So I'm glad the official gave the Racers the call.
That's the second on Nagel. The Racers will have about an 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. Cruiser. It's a screen by Downing. Out to Scott. 10 to shoot. Scott, screen by McGee. Takes it to the basket. Good play by Julia Huey to Fisher. Blue Devils can hold it for the last shot. Floats one up to Jade Ferris. Up and in.
In. Ferris. What a way to end the quarter with an easy fast break point.
It was a good play defensively by Julia Huey. She gave it off to Kendall Fisher, down low to Jade Ferris. Just as the buzzer went off, and it's going to be a 33-25 lead for your Blue Devils over the Racers of Northwestern Ohio here at halftime, Fred.
Alex, main story of the game has been the Blue Devils' three-point shooting. So, I mean, they only made 5, but they're shooting way more than the Racers right now, who only attempted 4, but made 3. And just the overall shooting percentage is way better than the Racers. the Racers are shooting 35%, while the Blue Devils are at 48%, and the turnovers. Again, we discussed it earlier throughout the game. That's 10. They added 5 more in the second quarter. While the Blue Devils only had 6.
That's been the story here so far. Look, the Blue Devils will keep it that way and look to get a win here on Senior Day here in the second half. So the Blue Devils are up 33-25 over the Racers of Northwestern Ohio. At halftime, we'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back for the second half right here on the LTU Sports Network. And now a special message from the Lawrence Tech women's basketball team for Kendall Fisher on her Senior Day today.
I just want to thank Kendall for everything she's done for this program and for the team. I hope she comes back next year, but it's been great playing with her and having her as a point guard.
For Kendall, I just love everything that she's done for this program, and she set such a great example, and we're going to be able to take a lot of things from her in the future.
We love you, and we're so proud of all your accomplishments and the impact that you've made on this program.
Good luck, you keep doing you. You're obviously got your priorities straight and stuff, so keep doing you.
Great playing with you over these past couple years and getting to know you on and off the court, and whatever you do in life, you'll do great.
On the court, we'll obviously miss her. She puts up a lot of points and scores for us, and then even off the court, just her presence of being very happy.
Her energy, because it's just a different energy than anyone that I've met before. So I hope that she comes back next year. So
I love you. I miss you. I hope you take your COVID year. Honestly, you've done so much for the program, and I know you're going to do great things whether you decide to stay or not.
I think we're all excited to see where this leads you, and good luck.
More than anyone I've ever met in any program, you definitely have left a legacy, not just in basketball, but on the culture of our team too.
To Kendall, I would say thank you for everything you've done for this program, everything you continue to do for this program. It's been so fun to watch you over the years, to play with you. I feel incredibly lucky to have experienced some of that, and also just thank you for being such a fun person to be around, lightening the energy of practice, just making basketball a more enjoyable experience.
Congratulations, Kendall, on all your accomplishments this year, and I love you.
You have inspired me so much these last 3 years. I am so happy that we are friends. We are roommates. I cannot wait to see what you do in the next few years. I'm hoping you'll be back here next year having fun and balling up with me for my senior year as well as your super senior year. But whatever you do in life, you're going to be great at it. I know that, and I'm so lucky to have met you and to become friends with you.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today. Talking about finances,
all for leaving opponents in our dust, linebackers and cancer alike. All for believing in ourselves, even when victory seems impossible. All for working tirelessly as one for the good of all around us. As the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Lions, Henry Ford Health System is proud to keep our greatest athletes and their biggest fans at their best. Henry Ford Health System, all for you.
We view technology a little differently at Lawrence Tech's College of Architecture and Design. We believe it makes lives better, more beautiful, that it enables people to connect and empowers them to create. We see technology as a reflection of people at their best, and that it should be designed to make us more human, not less. Come redefine technology with us at LTU's College of Architecture and Design. We view technology a little differently at
Welcome back, everyone, to Don Ridler Field House here at Lawrence Tech University. About to begin the second half of play as your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils lead 33-25 to the Racers of Northwestern Ohio. Here in this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference women's basketball contest here today. Alex Johnson and Fred Perry with you for the call. The Blue Devils did really well in that first half, Fred, winning the turnover battle and capitalizing on those mistakes and looking to keep control of this lead here in the second half.
Yes, Alex. So far, so good for the Blue Devils, as the first game is pretty much repeating itself right now, as the turnovers are what killing the Racers offensively, and they're kind of getting outshotted, although it's not by that much, but they are getting outshotted in terms of the perimeter shots. So I think what I would suggest them to do this quarter is obviously slow the pace down on offense and try to get some open shots in the perimeter.
Looking at the leading scorers, Maggie Long had a great first half, 4 of 7 from behind the line right. She leads all scorers with 12. Erin Scott leads all UNOH scorers with 10. We're about to get the second half of play. The Racers will get the basketball first. Starters are in for both sides. Begin this third quarter. 12 of the shot clock. Here comes Sumar out to Kalia Cruiser. Going down low to Garcia. Kicks it out to Crespo from the wing. Short on that one.
Coach Smith will kind of go with that game plan I kind of mentioned before. It just missed the shot.
Fisher out to Evans. Out to Julia Huey. Thought about a three. Decides to take it to the basket. Floats one up. No. Evans gets a new 20 for LTU on that board. Did really well on the glass. 10 to shoot. Beatty. Nice move around to Kendall Fisher for 3. In the corner, no. Another offensive board, this time by Ferris. He's going to be held up there by Sumar for a jump ball. LTU will keep possession.
And Fisher is 1 for 6 so far throughout this game. I mean, senior there, you expected to put on performance, but on the defensive end, that's mostly where her impact been so far.
Had 13 points in the last game against Rochester. And a foul on the floor, not on the shot, as Julia Huey was pulling up for 3. Last foul was on Downing. Huey has it on the wing, down low to Ferris, posted out to McGee. Out to Evans, gives it back over to Ferris. Oh, they're too much on a shot down low.
It was a nice look, but it's too much power on there by Ferris.
Scott gets it to Cruiser. Cruiser has not gone on in the scoring column today. McGee with 5 to shoot. Crespo taken away by Beatty.
And the Racers, again, with the lazy passing. That is what has led to most of these turnovers by the Racers. And the Blue Devils are just easily taking them.
11th time they've given it away. Evans for 2. Off the rim, she gets her own rebound. Going back up, no. Ferris trying to get the rebound. Crespo had it and let it go out of bounds on that rebound.
I mean, Evans, like what can you say? You missed the shot. You got her own offensive rebound. Try to put it up again. It misses it there, but can't deny the effort and the hustle.
Fisher calling for a screen. Does not get it though. Ferris down low rather. Going out to Huey in the corner. She's going to pull up from deep. Can't knock it down. Racers bringing up the floor. Huey has not gotten one from deep here in this game. Looking to find one here. As Cruiser gives it over to Scott. Orpo thought about a three. McGee tied up. And they're going to call a foul on the Blue Devils. It's going to be on Evans. That's her third. Long and Nagel come back in.
And you can hear Coach Smith trying to get his girls to minimize on turnovers, make better passes, because that's what's killing the races right now offensively.
McGee, good hustle play by Nagel. The difficulty on that shot. Long had a good first half to Beatty. Lost it in between her legs and out of bounds.
Kind of a low pass by Long.
Score still reads 33-25 in favor of the Blue Devils. McGee down low, posting up on Ferris, and Ferris is going to get called for a foul. Second team foul. 6:35 to go here in this third quarter. Only the first one for Ferris. 6-foot junior forward out of Perrysburg, Ohio. And Racers turn it right back over.
The Blue Devils are on every pass this third quarter. That's like 3 straight passes I've seen that got stolen.
Long out to Beatty. And regroup the offense. Beatty driving all the way up and one for Kylie Beatty.
And Beatty coming along, picking up the offensive points for her eighth of this game, going for a ninth, pending the free throw.
1 for 2 from the line today for the junior guard. And nothing but nets.
Nice little free throw ritual she got there. I like that.
36-25 LTU. 6 and 10 to go here in the third. Orpo gives it out to Cruiser. Cruiser driving up, off. One going out of bounds. It's going to go to the Blue Devils. Cruiser, one of the leading scorers on this Racers team, averages almost 8 points a game. Has not gotten one to go down here in this one. They really need her to contribute here.
And the Blue Devils have a good job of locking down Cruiser and keeping her to make tough shots in the paint. And that has been a key for the Blue Devils defensively so far this game.
Comes Fisher here. Going to pull up from deep and able to drill it in.
And maybe that can get her going, but on her second bucket of this game.
A timeout will be taken by the Racers. 5:27 to go. The Blue Devils now lead by 14.
And 5 minutes, basically almost 5 minutes into this third quarter, and the Racers are still stuck at 25. I'm loving what I'm seeing defensively for the Blue Devils. They're playing great defense, and we're going to see how they're going to finish this second half out. But the Racers, they have to minimize on these turnovers, Alex.
Yeah, they got to, because they need to be able to get out of this and able to get on a run to stay in this game. I want to take a moment to talk about Kendall Fisher. She's been a great piece to Coach Howergan's team. The last 4 years she's been in an LTU uniform. I talked with her about her senior day, how this moment was going to be for her today, and she told me it was bittersweet for her. The moment she met her, the first time she walked in, was inspired by her. The moment she met, and able to do everything she can. She's an artist. She calls Kendall Fisher. Very talented player, leader, a captain on this team. Always has faith and confidence in her. 2-time NAIA All-American. Won WAC Player of the Week a few weeks ago. A lot of career accolades in an LT uniform.
Yeah, she definitely will be missed when her career is said and done here at LTU. But definitely that's unfinished business, and that's with this game right now today.
She's done a lot to this team, making her teammates around her better. This is a foul called. Take a look at the other games around the WAC today. Santa Heights against Cornerstone. Huge game between Rochester and Indiana Tech, the top two teams in the WAC. Madonna out at Lourdes and the U of M Dearborn at Aquinas. Lawrence Tech is a game behind Aquinas for the number 5 seed in the WAC. Score now reached 39-27 after those free throws.
And that's the first 2 points the Racers have scored in the third.
Full court pressure by the Racers here. The clock wasn't running. They're going to have to adjust it here.
It's on the website.
Approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Blue Devil basketball. Daigle taking it to the rim, up, can't get it, but she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Great attempt to draw the foul from Nagel. Almost had that little floater attempt there, but a little bit too short. But she said she's going to take it the hard way.
Nagel today with 4 points, 2 of them from the free throw line in 3 attempts. Able to get another free throw to go down. Able to get 1 of 2 from the line. Scott over to Crespo. Over now to Downing, and she's be called for a travel. Goes back to the Blue Devils. Those mistakes.
They just keep piling up for the Racers, Alex. Another traveling violation. That was just the fundamental mistakes right there, which you just can't afford trying to come back in this game.
4:25 to go. Blue Devils up 13. Beatty driving, a stop and pop shot, and rolls in.
Nice job by Fisher for setting that up. Knows Beatty is pretty good at the mid-range, and she makes it right there.
42-27. 15-point lead, the largest for your Blue Devils. Cruiser. Goes to Crespo, down to McGee. Hook shot faded away off Mitchell, no. Downing gets it back up and in with a second chance points.
And I know that the Racers made that second chance point right there, but Blue Devils defensively have done a great job of protecting that paint and making sure every shot is contested.
Fisher looking for Long. McGee tapped it out of bounds, trying to save it. Huey will come back in. Garcia and Orpo are in for Uno. Huey gonna pull up for 3. That one off.
Nice look, but went in and out.
Trying to get one to go down. Downing on Beatty, moving. Tip out by Garcia. That's another mistake by the Racers. To give it right back to your Blue Devils as we're approaching 3 minutes left here in the third. to the rim and drawing a foul. The Blue Devils.
And it seems like the Racers are just kind of like they're giving up in this quarter. I mean, offensively, they're not scoring, and defensively, they're just giving up easy buckets in the paint. That was too easy for Evans, who converts it for an and one.
Evans going back to the line. Able to get it through. 45-29. Blue Devils lead. Here come the Racers now.
And the Racers have 16 turnovers to the Blue Devils 8 throughout this game.
Can't get that three to go by Scott. Was really good in the first half. Has cooled off of it just a bit. Huey out to Evans. Back out to Huey, pulling up for three and able to drill that one down.
And that's what Huey loves. And you already know that about that magical performance. She hit 7 threes in the game. And that's pretty much too easy right now. It's a good pull-up jumper for that three.
48-29. Orpo. Crespo. We call for a double dribble.
Fisher, well, I'll tell you, the impact defensively is there, as it was a ball fake, which she was actually going to pass it, but she made the change to a ball fake, which caused her to double dribble right there.
Huey going to pull up for three again from the wing. Didn't get enough on that one. Scott to Cruiser. Out to Sumar, down low, on the ground. Fisher all the way, going up and in. Coach Howerton's going to take a 30-second timeout.
It is just something about the third quarter when they play the Racers, as the last game of the third quarter that made them pull away and got the win, and it seems like it's heading in the same direction, Alex.
It has been right now. The lead has ballooned up to 21, 50-29. LTU in control with 1 minute and 28 to go here in this third quarter. And looking at it here right now, the Blue Devils have gotten 23 points off of the Racers' turnovers. 23. And they're also in control of the rebounding battle by 1. But taking advantage of the mistakes that your opponent has given you has been so crucial throughout this game.
And this is when I like to see the Racers try to get a bit of perimeter game going, because the lead has ballooned up so much, to see if they can knock down some threes and try to open up that inside game, which is what they're trying to do, as you can see.
Force a steal on the rebound. Blue Devils able to keep it alive. Ferris, for 20 seconds. Fisher looking for Ferris, tipped away by Cruiser. But Fisher gets it right back. A 2-on-1 for LTU. Gives it to Evans, up and in!
And this is what the Blue Devils are going to miss from Fisher. I mean, she makes some mistakes on the offensive end, and the defensive, she's like, okay, I make that, let me go ahead and take this right back from you. And instead of scoring it herself, she passes to Evans for a fast break finish.
You like that, what you saw there by Fisher. Evans was right there, had a 2-on-1 break. Racers thought she was going to take it all the way. But you like that leadership and nice vision by Fisher. (52-31), 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. About 10-second difference to work with. Downing up to Cruiser, and she gets her first points of the game on that lay-in. Had 6 in the last game against Lords. Down to the final 10 seconds. The Blue Devils, see what they do here. Out to the corner. Fisher thought about a 3. Gives it down low to Ferris in a jump ball situation with Sumar. And the Racers, looks like it's their possession. And we're a little bit of a confusion. It is going to be Racer basketball. 2.5 seconds to go. Scott, we'll see if she's going to pull one up. She won't. For behind half court. And after 3 quarters of play, the Blue Devils take a 19-point advantage over the Racers of Northwestern Ohio, 52-33. A strong showing by the Blue Devils, holding the Racers to just 8 points in that quarter.
I mean, what more can you say for the Blue Devils in that third quarter? They did it, what they came to do. And as you say, only 8 points allowed, and they scored.
The field goal percentage up to almost 49%, holding the Racers to under 35% in that department. Really well up to this point. I want to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Blue Devils as we're in the final part of the season. It gets down to the final few games. Only 4 games left after this for your Blue Devils before the conference tournament begins. They'll have 2 huge road games this coming week. First one out in Grand Rapids against Cornerstone, and then they'll go down the road to play Madonna next Saturday afternoon before coming back home to take on Aquinas. That'll be a huge game here at the Field House on February 9th. And then the regular season finale on February 16th against U of M Dearborn. The Blue Devils will have the ball to begin the 4th. Fisher, a little too high for Ferris to get. The month of February will be huge for the Blue Devils, and
Coach Smith arguing, saying nobody touched the ball, but the ref, they say they disagree that the Racers did touch the ball, and it looked like the Blue Devils don't retain possession.
So the shot clock is at 17. We'll have it underneath. Get it back to Fisher. Ferris posting up, down low. Over Sumar. And they'll get that one off the glass.
And the footwork from Ferris, man, allows her to get that easy post shot.
54-33. Sumar had some good defense on that play. She's open though, decides not to take it, going down low to Cruiser. And official stoppage in play. Downing will come off the floor. Time on the shot clock for the Racers. Scott to Cruiser, taken away by Fisher. Nice dribble move. It went out to Ferris. It'll be out of bounds.
Got a little bit too antsy right there with the dribble moves. That's back-to-back turnovers for Fisher. You're going to have to slow this game down. You don't want to give it away, make mistakes, too many mistakes on your own.
54-33. Sumar with the screen. It should be called for that illegal screen. And Amy Sumar Make sure to stay with us because 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll have LTU men's basketball against the Racers of Northwestern Ohio right here on the LTU Sports Network. The men look to get back in the win column after some tough games on the past road trip. We're playing a straight Ferris. It's that one to go in. Fading away from the baskets.
Loving this plan for Coach Harvey. You have a big lead. All you gotta do, why not just try to go for the easiest shots and try to get the best results.
Orpo. Downing's back in. Orpo. Just above the high elbow. One off. Maggie Long gonna pull up for three. That one can't go in. And wait, as Scott was dribbling down the floor, Fisher got her from behind.
Fisher, she's trying to get them steals. She might be trying to go for 10 this game, who knows, but obviously, a reaching call was the result of that one.
Fisher comes off the floor as well as Ferris. Bartlett and Mitchell come in. 7:50 to go in the game. 56-33. The lead for the Blue Devils. Scott going to Cruiser from Crespo. 3 to shoot. McGee has to pull it up on the free throw line. Off. Evans picks up the board. Throwing it down. In no rush. Mitchell. Lane to the basket. Got blocked by Downing, but they're going to call a foul. She doesn't like that call. Back to what I mentioned earlier about the men's game being really important. They'll be playing against a Racers team that knocked off Lords Wednesday night. They ended Lords' 13-game winning streak. As Mitchell's at the line. Able to get both to go down. Racers came in this game losing 5 in a row, trying to end this here. The time is running out on them, down 25 to the Blue Devils. Scott for 3. That one rolls in and out. Fading with the long rebound. Saying she was pushed out of bounds. Racers go to Aquinas on Monday and then go to Rochester on Wednesday before going back home to play Indiana Tech next Saturday. That's what's coming up on their schedule. 15 on the shot clock and a foul away from the ball. Legal screen called on the Racers. (58-33). Huey driving. Too much on that. Mitchell taps it out of bounds off the rebound.
And Mitchell.
Six and 10 to go in the game. McGee from Cruiser. Ball's loose on the ground, and they're going to call a foul on the Racers. They're going to call it on Cruiser for a push. That's the fourth team foul.
That's now 20 turnovers for the Racers today. And the Blue Devils have scored 27 points off those turnovers.
That's been the story of the game. Harris Robinson in for the first time for the Blue Devils. Freshman guard out of Detroit. Going out to Julia Huey from the wing. Off. Fisher gets the rebound. Resetting the offense. Here comes Robinson taking it up. No. Racers with possession here. Haven't scored yet in this quarter. 5 minutes to go in the game. Looking to take it up and in with Scott. She now has 12. And a timeout taken by the Racers. 4:57 to go in the game. Blue Devils up front 58-35.
And I mean, it's crazy because you got 3 people who leading today's game with 12. It's Maggie Long and the Racers, Aaron Scott and Maddie Downey. And we have Beatty also with 11 points. It's always a low-scoring game, but like I said, the turnovers has been a real problem for the Racers today. That's what killed them offensively ever since the start of this game.
Okay, we mentioned now up to 21 in the game, 24 in their last contest against Lourdes. And Scott got her first basket of the second half on that play. It's trying to learn from your mistakes. As Evans will go to the line. This team has grown a lot. When I talked with Coach Howergan yesterday, I know this has been making, trying to be self-accountable and disciplined every step of the way. They had a great film session, great practice yesterday and today, actually Thursday rather, in preparing for this game. Coming out a game against Rochester as Evans knocks down both free throws. A 25-point lead for LTU. But working together. They want to play out these last 5 games. And trying to win every single one of them. Put themselves in a position to be at the highest seed possible in the conference tournament. It's got to take it one possession at a time, and they did today.
This is a very dangerous Blue Devils team. If they were to make it to the conference tournament, they have a very good defense. They have people who can score all around the floor. So the Blue Devils are very dangerous in terms of the teams in the WAC conference. They are basically one of these dangerous teams, despite their record.
We talked about Kendall Fisher, but we also have some of the other players. Dominique Evans done really well today. Kylie Beatty, Maggie Long, just to name a few that did really well here in this performance today. As Cruisers at the line, shooting about 67% on the charity stripe. Take it both down 60-37. Working together here. Comes Fisher. And she's going to be called for a double dribble. That move she was playing.
The Blue Devils are getting a little lackadaisical over here. I know you got a good lead and the time's winding now, but you want to finish strong. You don't want to give the Racers any hope they can try to come back in this game.
Only allowed 4 points in this quarter. Downing just about the free throw line, no. And got a foul. An over the back call on UNO. It's going to force the Blue Devils to go to the line. 3:38 to go in this one. Maggie Long at the free throw line. Couldn't get that one to go down.
And Long, as I stated before, is shooting 71% from the free throw line this season. It makes both.
This team has worked really well. They've learned a lot over the course of the season. I mentioned a very young team. A lot of freshmen and sophomores coming in, contributing. They've done really well up to this point. You know, they got a huge week next week with 2 road games. One downloaded Downing, and this one's taken away again. Fisher in control. Decides to pass it down to Ferris and should be called for a travel.
I think Ferris wanted to just take it straight up there, but the defender came and threw her off her movements, which caused her to travel.
These next 2 games on the road will be against teams that they won against last time out. Had a 15-point win against Cornerstone in November. That one's missed by Orpo. That was a 66-53 win. That was a 13-point win against Cornerstone. And then in December, they won by 12 against Madonna. Looking to take the season series from them, from both of those teams. That one's missed by Cruiser. Just different playing on the road than it is at home. Ooh. As Fisher unable to get that one to go down.
Nice move, but unable to finish, unfortunately. And in the rules of basketball, it does not count if you don't finish the basket.
61-37. One's off the rim. Going down low, nobody can get there. Bartlett and Fisher are in the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Low on the ground, and there's going to be a foul called on the Racers. It's going to be the 3rd foul on Crespo with 1:50 to go. Nagel will come back in. Brenna Bartlett will go to the line. Very good performance today from the Blue Devils. Bartlett gets the first free throw to go in. And some momentum coming in to the 2 road games next week, Fred.
Yeah, so we definitely have some momentum building up here. As you said, there's two teams that we already have beaten, so the confidence is there. As you said, we got to take it one game at a time. It was a good, solid team performance that they had against the Racers today. They're on to the next one.
Scott driving down, nice move, nice spin move past Kendall Fisher for that one. 62-39, a minute and 15 to go in the game.
And what a way for Fisher to end senior day. I know she didn't score like she usually does, but defensively, man, it was an MVP type of performance that I see for her today.
She did really well, forcing turnovers and making those hustle plays defensively. Went at it with 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 7 points. Make that 10 on the 3 by Kendall Fisher. Make it 65-39. And put an exclamation point on that.
I guess she was going to reach double digits eventually, Alex. As she said, you know, I may not have the score, but hey, I'm going to at least have double digits. And that's what she did right there, shooting that 3, making it 10 points.
Done really well defensively, like we said, and be coming away here with a win on senior day to cap it all off. Still 56.2 to play. Devils will be going to 8-8 in conference play, 12-14 overall. The Racers will go to 3-13, 1-10 in the WAC.
And as for the Racers, they have a good team. It's just the mistakes have to get cleaned up, obviously. And you see a bunch of passes that should have been avoided and a bunch of turnovers that should have been avoided. But, you know, it's Eric Smith's first year, and you know he's definitely going to plan on building a good team for years to come, as he's going to see as the race is done, finish this game out.
Going out to Hughes, now to Orpo for 3. That one off it. And they're going to call a foul. It's on the shot. .3 to go. So Orpo's going to go to the line. Looks like they called a foul on Bartlett on the play. Unnecessary foul by the official, they say. As she makes both of the technical foul free throws.
You can hear the team saying it's our ball as the Racers kind of got mixed up right there.
Cruiser. And out to Orpo again, 15 seconds left here in the game. Going down low to Cruiser. Going up, that one off. Rebound by Robinson. The Blue Devils will get across half court to hold on to it. And they'll win by a final score of 65-41 here on Senior Day. A huge win for LTU. improved to 8-8 in the WAC, 12-14 overall, and able to pick up a win for Kendall Fisher on her senior day. Excellent performance all around for the Blue Devils. And look now on to these last 4 games of the regular season.
Yes, Alex, a great performance on senior day by the Blue Devils women's team. And I'm look forward to seeing what they're going to do on the road trip in the next 2 weeks. And to finish out this game as a summary of how this game turns out, Racers, they only attempted 10 threes and made only 3 of them. And the Blue Devils, although they made 8, but they attempted 25. And you know, it's threes upgraded to 2s. That's kind of how this big lead started jumping in the third quarter. And so I'm looking forward to see what the Blue Devils are going to do building off this, coming off this win.
Absolutely. We'll see what they will do here on this road trip, and then they come back home for a huge game on February 9th against Aquinas. We'll see what happens. So that's going to do it for us here today at Don Ridler Field House. The final score here in this one, your Lawrence Tech women's basketball team is victorious by a final score of 65-41 over the Racers of Northwestern Ohio. So on behalf of everyone here at the LTU Sports Network, on behalf of my partner Fred Perry, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for tuning into this women's basketball contest here on the LTU Sports Network. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 30 minutes for men's basketball against the Racers of Northwestern Ohio right here on the LTU Sports Network.
Awesome.